Hey, I want to talk about Barack Obama's stimulus plan, long range and short range plan, or he's got a short term and long range. Okay, I like his plan. He's got a plan A and a plan B. When you do something that you have a short term and long range plan, at some point they converge. I think it's going to work. The short term is the immediate, urgent thing, which is to get money to people. I believe that money needs to go to the poor because poor are going to spend the money. Rich people aren't going to do that. You give them money, they're going to keep it and ask for more. It's short term, but it has long term effects. They can stay in their house longer, which in turn affects the banks. They'll be able to sustain or pay some bills or keep their house from falling in on them. Then they'll be able to survive a little bit longer until the economy turns around. So you buy them time. A lot of the jobs have gone across seas and have gone to other countries and have gone to strengthen other countries, just like our money. Reinvesting in Americans, which is the resource. The long range plan, which is to get them education, and then with education comes innovation, to get skills or to retrain and just to strengthen the infrastructure of our schools and educational system, or to focus on the youth of America getting more education. When you have people who are smart and who develop things and keep developing things, that's the resource. That creates wealth. That's what it does. Creates economy. Little kids will learn to learn and they'll be self-motivated. When you get little kids and you give them music lessons, kids learn to learn, by themselves. Because art and music in generally is fun for most kids. That's teaching them how to learn. You have to learn and practice. That develops discipline, creativity, and discipline. Again, that's long range and short term. Art is creative. Music is creative, and you gotta practice it. Practice, practice, practice. Young children will learn art and music again. They'll be self-motivated by having fun from an early age and enjoy it, And it all takes discipline. So if you practice music, practice art, there's the discipline. And then you have a creative mind, and then that will in turn into a more innovative people or society. Okay, so at some point they have to meet, stay in their house longer, retrain, get a job, or create new jobs. And while you're buying them time, they can educate themselves and go out and get a better job or retrain themselves, because those jobs are gone anyway. We buy our resources and everything else from other people, so no wonder we owe them, right? Invest in innovation. When you invest in your own people instead of trying to make into a bunch of consumers, then they really is what support the top, so to speak, with innovations, business, and especially if you become less dependent on oil thing. People have to be very self-dependent on that, and the government has to leave them alone to do that. But government is just really supposed to sort of regulate business. The big, when a bunch of people comes in, they create their own hierarchies and corporations, and governments are supposed to work with that. So if you invest in education, then you invest in innovation, which will create jobs. So I really like what Barack Obama has done. Educate the children, educate the youth, and stimulate the economy by redistributing the wealth, because really that's all Bush did is tried to create a monarchy, or aristocracy or whatever, by redistributing all the wealth to the wealthy. So all he doing is just turning the funnel back around, because that way wasn't working, obviously. So Alonzo von Threet, AVT Advanced Visualization Technology Production.